Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, you are going to learn what is procurement, the procurement process and what's the difference between direct, indirect and service procurements. Let's start the video. Procurement can be defined as the process of acquiring goods and services from a third party vendor through direct purchasing, competitive bidding or tendering process while ensuring the right quality and quantity. Procurement is most commonly associated with business because companies need to solicit services or purchase goods, usually on a relatively large scale. Procurement is usually a part of the input to a company that uses the procured goods or services in the making of their own financial final product. This makes it is a very virtual functions of any business. Procurement involves activities such as identifications of needs, sourcing, selections, negotiating, ordering, receiving and payments. Procurement process. Now come to the procurement process. The procurement process refers to the identification and implementations of certain steps to ensure that they can acquire goods and service to meet their requirements and achieve their objectives. The procurement process isn't the same for all businesses because it can vary account according to needs. Each business has its own set of needs, and so it will have a different procurement process compared to another business. Every organization has a unique procurement process flow. Identifications of requirement step involved in a procurement process are: step 1, identification of requirement. The first step in buying something is recognizing that there is a need for it. That could be buy a new item or reordering something when it is required. It is important that all the stakeholders be consulted at this stage to prevent issue later on in procurement process. Step 2, determinations of the specific of the requirement. When it has been identified that there is a need to exact specific of the product or services that is required is to be decided upon. This old included technical specifications or part number 3. Step 3, sourcing. Sourcing, once is the determined that is a specific item or services it to be bought, the procurement team has to then do the research to determine the various sources that supply it. For repeat order, there will be usually be existing vendor list. For new items, step for negotiations and finalizations of price and terms. For direct purchases, request for quotes will be sent to the shortlisted vendors. The usual practice is to get a minimum at least 3 quotes before making a selections. The company to procure from will be selected not only on price but also based on their promptness, reliability and quality. If there is a bidding or tendering process for the procurement, the selections of the qualifying bids will be as per the terms and conditions set. Purchase requisition. Step 5, purchase requisition and order. A purchase requisition generated within the company will be approved by the appropriate authority. This will then lead to the generation of a purchase order with all the specific of the order as well as the terms and condition. Step 6, delivery of the purchase order. Delivery. The shipment notice is sent to the buyer wherever applicable. The delivery of the purchase order depend on the practices of the buyer and the sellers. It can be in persons or by email. This is also as per the specifications agreed upon by both the buyers and the sellers. Step 7, expediting. Expediting. This involves creating the timelines for the prompt delivery of the requested goods or services after factoring in any unforeseen delays. It may also include information on the payment as well as delivery schedules. Step 8. Receive and inspection. When the product or service is ready, it is supplied to the buyer. It is the responsibility of the buyer to thoroughly inspect the supplies terms. If they match the agreed upon purchase order, the buyer can either approve or reject it. Payment process 9. Step number 9. Payment process. If the buyer takes delivery of items, it is implied that they are accepted and the payment process starts. For the payment to be made, the documents relating to the order are studied. If there are any mismatches, they have resolved them before payment. Once payment is approved, the payment is made as per the agreed upon modes of payment. Step 10. Record keeping and review. Both the companies, the buyers and sellers, maintain their records for their auditing and taxation process. The entire process should be under continual review in order to improve as well as settle any disputes that might have arisen. The step of procurement detailed above vary for business to business, but the logical flow remains the same. Efficient procurement practices keep the flow of purchased goods and service click and delay free. Let's move on the difference between direct procurement, indirect procurement, and service procurement. Direct procurement is the purchase of the input that a business requires in order to manufacture its end product. This is the raw material that is required usually for a manufacturing related business. Examples: raw materials, machinery, etc. Indirect procurement is the procurement of services or input that are not directly used in manufacturing but are essential for day-to-day operations. Examples: office supply, faculty, management, travels, maintenance service, etc. Service procurement is procuring and managing the contingents, workforce, and consulting services. For example, professional services, software subscriptions, etc. Go through the like, share the video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching this video.